So a lot of people see you guys that, they see you training and they see you going after the belt. But let's talk about some of the sacrifices. Because I remember things I was doing at 24, right? And so I remember playing football or basketball during school. It's kind of organized sacrifice. You get the summer off or whatever, you get the off season. But what are you guys giving up at your age to stay dedicated? Because I think a lot of people see you guys and they think it's easier said than done. And they think, oh, yeah, I'm going to get in there and, spar with my man. But, you guys are really giving up a lot in your personal life and a lot of your, what I would say, prime years of your life.
I mean, um, yeah, man, you give up a lot. All the fun part, you give it up. If you want to do this for real, you gotta give it up. The party, you know, the party, the drinking, the smoking, the girls here and there, all that. You have to quit it. I mean, you can't do it if you want to dedicate your life to the sport. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard. Our age, 22, 24, almost everybody wants to do that. Party, go out, have fun, instead of being in the gym, sweating, crying, bleeding. And that's what we do. But that's why we're different, you know. That's why we are where we at. That's the difference between the people who really wants to do this and regular people. Is a lot, and especially like on the family side, it's a lot. Man, you have to special days. You miss special dates. That's one of the hard part. You miss a lot of dates that you miss a lot of cookouts with the family because you have to be in the gym. You have to be getting ready for a fight.
But do they support, like when you guys miss?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's when you and around the good people, like your family support you and love you. They understand that it's your life. That's your dream, and they're going to support it, even if they get hurt they get hurt while you're doing it too, because it's hard for the family too, not just for the fighter. It's for the family too. They can't see you. You miss those dates. They want you to be there, have fun with them, but you can't. But they're accepted and they're supporter. But yeah, man, it's tough. But at the end of the day, everything pays off.
Worth it, right?
Yes, sir.
I definitely feel like if you got the right family behind you, you know, they're gonna understand you got to make sacrifices to be great. And my family, and they know that. I've missed weddings, I've missed a funeral to my best friend. I've missed a lot because I want to do something for myself and my family. At the end of the day, you're giving one mom, you're giving one dad, and I want to get back to them before it's too late. They done what they could do for me. Now it's my turn to give my kids something and my family something, because without them getting me to Scott, Austin wouldn't be a thing. The native nightmare that everybody knows me as wouldn't be a thing. I wouldn't exist if it weren't for my parents guiding me, keeping me on a straight, narrow path to get to Scott. Now Scott's taking over. Now he's pushing me down the path that I need to get to, which is greatness. And all of the sacrifices that we make, I had to quit my job. I've had a training camp where I was homeless. It's still coming in the gym because I don't believe in giving up. That's not me. I was homeless during a fight camp. My first fight in Lynchburg, I was homeless, trained for it, stopped the guy because I knew that if I just held on to a little bit longer of the pain and the suffering of not having the money, not having the cool looking cars, not having, multiple houses, that I would eventually get there. So I got to make all the sacrifices I can now for, the rest of my life to be peaceful. And, God never said that the path would be, would be easy, but showing up would be worthwhile. So that's what I'm here for. And I'm going to definitely stick by that.
First off, I have to say that was one of the most beautifully said things that you've ever done. And Austin's not the best at interviews. He does most of his talking with his hands.
Killing it today, man.
But I want to say, like, how serious, I've given Austin his flowers, but how serious Cristian takes it. And he was further out from a fight, and we had a sparring session scheduled. And Cristian, I think, made the right decision in this moment. And, my grandfather had a surgery when I was in fight camp once. I missed it. He died. One of the moments I regret is one of my children, when very early in life, I was fighting on Showtime against super middleweight world champion Caleb Truax. My son had a surgery. I didn't break camp. I didn't go to it. I have a lot of regrets for that, and I wish I would have took it back. Cristian made a hard decision. He texted me, and he apologized. And this is how serious he took it. His grandfather was on his last breath. But I knew, like, he made the right decision. But that's how serious he takes boxing. He had to weigh that, right? And, like, to have fighters like that are giving you everything and having to weigh decisions like that, that's the kind of people that I want inside of my ring.
It's Fight Night in Lynchburg, Virginia. September 6th in the Hill City. There's only one place to be. These are no ordinary fights. Featuring the raw power of heavyweight OG James Willis, the lightning hands of Cristian El Gallo Negro Fuentes, and Amherst's own, undefeated, 16-0, the native nightmare, Austin Deonda. These are the fights our city's been waiting for. What happens next? Only one way to find out. Thunder and Lightning. Saturday, September 6th. Cross-White Athletic Club in Lynchburg, Virginia. For tickets, message Scott Cujo Sigmund on Facebook.